To be quite honest, I could be a deadbeat, bro. I could be a deadbeat. No. Think about it. I could be a deadbeat. I could be a deadbeat. No, because
I just want to put a disclaimer that these opinions that are shared here, Seasons has nothing.
nothing.
Nothing to do with these opinions. We don't.
Sure. What dance or kita press come meet and money mama hands on plate and eating na suko yikuma pesa to zokunika. Help us come meet. Help us come meet. Help us come meet. Sure.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to yet another episode of Gentlikechat. And you know what it is? It's your boy Bangs over here. And on my far left, we have
Vanka, brother man, the best friend that's running the show.
Yes,
with my boy
sir.
right over here. And we don't come alone, folks. This is actually a very special episode.
Special indeed, brother. Special indeed.
Hosted by P-Easy.
Facts.
With the boy over here.
Yo.
With the Bruella.
Yes. The creator himself.
Season's Feelings.
The designer himself.
They call him KG.
They call him KG.
The glaze is crazy, but let's go.
Mandem from the designer, the owner, creator of Season Feelings, KG.
Co-founder.
Co-founder.
Okay.
Co-founder. Sorry about that. Co-founder. But
Yeah.
hey,
But
we've
what's
got
up, bro?
KG, man. What's up, my nigga?
Man, I'm chilling. I'm more than happy to be here. It's been well overdue. So
Facts.
yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, man.
Before anything else, right? This is probably gonna like sidetrack, but I got a couple questions for all of y'all.
Okay. Little icebreaker over here.
Yeah. So
Surely, lad.
Question number one, Oaks.
I'm
If
dreading
you had a
this
one night
already.
stand,
Aye.
if you had a one night stand, would you rather from that one night stand get HIV or come out with a baby? Note, abortions aren't allowed in this world we're living in.
Damn.
Think about this. One is a disease and one is a baby.
I'll take the disease.
Thing is,
Genuinely, I'll take the disease.
you'll take the disease.
Deadass.
For real.
Deadass.
Before I give you my answer, here's the thing, that these things are permanent.
For
Both of
life.
them for life.
Exactly.
But then again, you can't get rid of
You
both
can't get
because
rid
you
of
can't
both.
do an abortion. But then here's my chat,
This
though.
is like a Trump world.
But then here's my chat. With one of those, I don't have a choice but to be responsible.
What do you mean? Both of them, though, you have to be responsible.
To be quite honest, I could be a deadbeat, bro. I could be a deadbeat. No. Think about it. I could be a deadbeat. I could be a deadbeat. No, because
I just want to put a disclaimer that these opinions that are shared here, Seasons has nothing.
nothing.
Nothing to do with these opinions. We don't share these opinions. We don't share these sentiments. But we digress.
No, but here's my chat, now. You can be a deadbeat, bro. But then,
It's the fact
With-
that bro's still pushing forward.
no, I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain something. Obviously, I wouldn't be a deadbeat. I don't want to be a deadbeat. But then again, in this instant, whereby I'm choosing between a disease and a kid, I could be a deadbeat. With HIV, you don't have a choice but to take your pills. If you don't take your pills, you die.
And I feel like that's the problem with men in this society. They assume Ugutse having a baby and raising that baby is a choice.
Well, I mean, if you want, I can argue that with you.
I'm waiting.
But
like-
now let's look at it this way. We're now in South Africa where you can get sued. So, showcase you choose to be a deadbeat. Not to say that that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But hypothetically, that same child can take you to court.
Okay,
Where you
Yeah.
will be forced to pay.
fine.
And now Gentlikechat is doing they're making like proper money.
Like
So that's why I'm saying that I'm looking at it from like a monetary perspective.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper to live with HIV than to live with a child, whether you're in the child's life or you aren't. That's how I get it.
I get what you guys are saying, and I completely understand. But here's the thing, I'm not saying that I will be a deadbeat or I want to. No, I'm just saying in this instant, and I can
Sure.
I can logically like counter what you said about you don't have a choice. It's gonna sound very.
No, I mean, yeah, you do have a choice,
gonna
right? But the choice shouldn't even be there, Ndwana. You made a kid.
Yeah.
By you actually having sex, right?
Yeah.
There was a possibility that you could have a child with this person.
Vele.
Now the child is here. You're acting all surprised. Oh,
Yeah.
be fucking for real, bro.
But here's my thing, man. It's gonna sound very, very controversial. But here's my chat. If a matey has unprotected sex and has a kid, nah, she gets pregnant.
Pamela,
obviously.
not a maid. If you guys,
No, but listen.
you and a maid.
Okay, fine. If me and a matey,
It's a wee thing.
if we have unprotected sex, right, and then she gets pregnant, and she doesn't want that responsibility of having a kid, what can she do?
She can abort the kid.
Thank you. Now, she's not ready to be a mom, ne?
Mm-hmm.
She's not ready to be a mom. And she doesn't want to take the responsibility. So she can abort the kid. But if I'm not ready to be a dad, and I don't want to take the responsibility of being a dad, I don't feel like being a dad right now. Why can't I just dish?
When I turned to feel her in the first place,
Aibo, what do you mean? This is a matter of feelings, bro.
because no, it's when I started this, I said, "Guti, we're living."
Don't season those feelings.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Alright. That
You know-
is a drum roll.
But yeah, aside from that, right, I prepared a few questions, man,
Sure.
for Brazo over here, right? As an entrepreneur, Ryan is an entrepreneur, right, as well.
Yeah.
So the question is for the entrepreneurs in the room, right? And what you call this? First question, right? What actually did you to actually building Season Feeling? Like, how'd that come about? When did you decide to go see, you know what, Season Feelings? Like, how did
So-
that come up? Even the name itself.
I was about
Okay.
to say that. How did the name even come up?
So the name, to be honest, the name's probably like the last thing that existed in the whole Seasons and Feelings story. The first thing that we had, the first thing that drove us to creating a brand was just really not finding the things we wanted to find. So what happens in SA is that the retailers that we rely on for clothing are very reluctant to try out new trends. So they wait for a trend to be very, very popular, and then they now roll
Then
it
they
out.
introduce it.
At that point, you're like, what? You're 3 seasons behind the international
Yeah,
market. You understand? The market is wearing jorts in 2020. Mr. Price is only, I'll bleep that out, but other retailers are only giving you jorts in like 2023, when they now
Facts.
feel that, okay,
Facts.
True.
you understand?
True.
So we wanted to bridge that gap and be like, we don't want to wait for the big retailers to decide that this is a trend.
Okay.
If we see something right now, we're going to go do it for ourselves. If
And
other
then
people like it, then we'll sell
just
it.
jump on it.
You understand? Yeah,
Cool.
that's how it is.
So then your name came after everything was like completely.
Yeah, the name just came after realizing that, okay, this is what we want to create. This is the niche that we want to focus on. And that niche is basically the niche that wants practical clothing, which is why we call it Seasons and Feelings.
Okay.
So what we found in fashion is that a lot of people confuse what good fashion is, because there's so many people allowed to express themselves in different ways. Umuntu can wear the shortest mini skirt, people can wear the baggiest pants, but then what that creates is that it creates a situation where there's no real way to tell if something is good or not good. And I'm a big hater. Like, I'm advocate of hating. No, I'm not. We need to be haters. I'm a big hater.
But it's not even ashamed. I'm a big
No,
hater.
I'm a big hater. That's how it is. I feel like when we don't hate, people are able to promote mediocre things. You understand?
Facts.
Hate.
When
hate
we
with your
when we
reasoning.
don't hate, people normalize.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a lot cleaner.
You know what you
I
said?
thought of that first.
What-
Yeah.
What you saying? What you saying kind of like resonates with us, because when we started this podcast,
Yeah.
we didn't have a name. It was just an idea. We didn't know what we were gonna name it.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember one time I was baked, bro. I was in the clouds, bro.
Yeah.
I was in the clouds, and it was like, I think it was around October, November 2023.
When I was taking a shit and he called me.
Yeah. I'm calling bro. It's like, yo, I'm taking a dump. I'm like, I don't care, bro. Yeah, bro, I've got a splendid idea. It was like, what? I'm like, bro, let's start a podcast. And then immediately he was like, bro,
No,
I was
because
thinking the same thing. I was literally thinking the same thing. I was about to text you and say, let's start a podcast. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that time I was extremely baked, bro. I was baked.
Nah, totally,
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
So then we started doing, started going like logistics of a whole podcast thing. And then the name came about.
Yeah,
But then the name came about, and I was like, facts. So that's why I resonate with you when you say, "Bana, your season and feelings name came after like you've like been through it, like you knew what you were gonna design." You knew
Yeah,
what you were gonna
it really
do.
came from you see, touching on the fact of me being a hater. I hate people doing things without a reason. You understand? So if you're gonna wear, first of all, ne, you know, there's those tights where they spray the denim design onto the tights. where
Oh,
it
I
looks
hate
like
those.
they have-
Oh, I hate those.
Oh my
bro.
god, I
they have
hate
pockets and
those.
so forth.
They wear them with pumps.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
It's
bro.
almost
I
like
hate
not even
that.
pumps. They wear
You
those
don't know
Soviet,
how
the
many of
Soviet
those
with
I've
the lace
seen.
on the back.
Yeah.
That Soviet that was like
Yeah.
very popular.
Yeah. Oh my
Exactly.
god,
So
bro. Oh
that's
my
what we
god.
stand against. We hate.
Yeah.
No design that doesn't function.
Yeah.
When we were thinking of our clothing brand, we we're like, okay, let's think of the two things that go through your head when you are getting dressed in the morning. First
Okay.
thing is practicality. So, is it cold? Is it hot? You're not going to wear a fur jacket in the middle of summer. You understand?
Yeah.
That's where the seasons thing comes in. That's the practicality side of the brand. And then we have the expressions. How are you feeling? Are you
Sure.
feeling like wearing your jorts? Are you feeling like stepping out in that corduroy jacket? Are you feeling like wearing that suede jacket that we made? That's the feelings part of it. So we're trying to basically drive home the idea of dressing up in a way that is practical, but still expresses how you feel. So that
Yeah.
you can still be in a circle where it's like, okay, when you're in a circle and you see Mchita wearing a Seasons tee, you feel like, okay, yeah, I could talk to him. You
Yeah.
understand? It helps me express myself that I'm part of the circle that you are part of.
Word.
Obviously, if you
Word.
don't have the Seasons cap, I don't know that you're that cool. I don't know. Yeah, boy. So get the
Facts.
Seasons cap and I'll know that, okay, sure.
So with that being said, and the season's feeling, you guys like release new merch based on every season of the year.
I wish it was the case.
Okay, like
Yeah.
that's what you guys are hoping to do.
Not even. If we were to do that, we'd force ourselves to create when there's no need to create. Because
Okay.
there's 4 seasons. And now I need to force myself to come with something in
4
autumn
lines.
and spring and so forth. And we're totally against forcing yourself to create. Create when there's a need to create. Create when you're solving a problem. Like you see with the jorts that he's wearing right now. He's got like a lot of space. So we create these jorts so that now we solve the problem of your dolly always asking you to hold her tripod. Please hold my camera. Hold
My
this,
purse.
Hold my
I
My
fucking
word.
love these
It's
jorts,
like,
by the way.
yeah.
I
It's
love
from
these
a-
fucking jorts, bro.
And like
Open
you,
the jorts,
and you can look
even
mad,
that
bro.
thing.
You can still look mad. You just like because you know what it's like holding a purse, dog.
Exactly.
Without,
If
Yeah.
you don't know, man, but you hold
You
it
know
like
where to put
this
it
with
now.
that
You know where
grip.
to
okay,
put
yeah,
it.
that's the thing.
yeah.
So we don't want to put ourselves in a position where we are creating simply because we want to create. We don't want to create a T-shirt because everyone's creating a graphic T-shirt. Communicate something with that T-shirt. Hold a community.
You don't want to
sort of-
bombard the people.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wait,
That's how it is.
I've got a thing there. So do you like as do you guys as season and feelings there?
Yeah.
Like for example, if I came up to you and like, yo, KG, I want something, but like this is like I kind of have an idea of what I want. Yeah, bro. So I'd be like, I give you this certain idea of like, okay, maybe I want jorts, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But then I want my jorts to have like, to be, I don't know, man, to be extravagant. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
To be a little bit flamboyant.
Mm.
You get what I mean? And then I'm like, please design something like that for me. Yeah, bro.
Mm.
Do you ever get like requests like that, or do you ever like does someone ever like be like, yo, yeah, custom made
Yeah.
basically, like
Desi-
something that is
Designer.
specifically designed for that person. It's not a matter of we are selling this, but this is specifically designed for that person.
Like typical example, if GLC would come to you,
GLC is a totally different conversation.
okay.
GLC is totally different from a normal customer. With GLC, we would be very happy to do that because that would be us collaborating with other creators,
Okay.
which we love that. That's something that we really want to do, and we want to make it something that we're known for.
You heard it, folks.
Yeah.
You heard
They
it,
wa-
folks.
They want to collaborate.
They
with
want
It's
GLC.
coming.
they
From-
want to collaborate with
from,
us.
From
It's
his
coming.
words to you guys, with us.
With us. With
Yeah,
us.
You get.
We are doing
It's
Yeah.
overdue. It's overdue. But in terms of
So
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So in terms of
Obviously.
people asking on like a very personal one-to-one basis,
Mhm.
we don't do that. We have had people ask, and that is when we now saw the demand for that, and that's why with the jorts that we released, there's a pair of jorts that went sold out because every single item of ours is always limited to availability. We
Okay.
can't just make as much as we want to.
Okay.
So with those jorts, we tried to meet the people halfway, and we're like, okay, with the back pocket, you can put a design of your choice.
Okay.
If you really feel the need to alter your pants or to add your own taste, because then again, our brand is about expressing yourself.
Sure.
So
sure,
if we
sure.
have a way to help you express yourself, we'll definitely do that.
Okay.
If we allow you to customize the pocket, go crazy.
Okay.
Understand? That's the only way we can do it. Because at the end of the day, we're still a business
Okay.
with bigger responsibilities and a bigger vision. So we really can't allow any and everyone to ask us to design something for them. That would now distract us from the bigger image, and it would be a problem of certain designs you don't want to associate with yourself.
Okay.
Understand? We don't want Mutu that's gonna come and wanna design a 666 jacket, and now seasons must have a 666. We don't want that. You get me? So
Okay.
Nah, I hear you. I
I
hear
hear
yes,
you.
yes, yeah. So with things like that, no man. Whenever we do find a gap in the market, we definitely are very excited to try and fix it. We try and fix it as quickly as possible, as creatively as possible, but within our language and within our brand.
Okay.
You understand?
I get you. I hear you.
Wait,
Bro.
so with that being said, right, you guys actually coming up with a clothing brand. They obviously has like when you start a business now and you get into like a certain line of business, there's that thing where you have to like do your market research and whatsoever. How what you call this? How do you guys see yourselves going ahead amongst all these other brands that are coming through? Because everybody nowadays feels like, yeah, let's pull up with the brand, let's pull up with
design
this.
our own thing.
They're like, there's a lot of clothing brands out there lately, more than it's like starting clothing and braiding is the new SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know?
I totally get what you mean. I totally get
So
what you mean.
how do you guys, or like, what have you guys planned to actually stay ahead? Because for me, I've seen your brand before.
Yeah.
Before we even linked up, before I even knew you.
Sure.
So how did you guys actually come around that and actually like decide to go say, okay, cool, we gonna stay ahead?
So, firstly, it's your purpose. It's your purpose. If you're doing something because you want to do it and because you feel the need to do it, it drives you to not really be deterred by the amount of other people that are doing it at the same time as you. Understand? Another way that I also like to look at it is if we stick true to who we are, being a brand from PE, a brand that's proudly South African, a brand that's proudly street, not trying to bite into
Couture.
Matosa's market
Yeah.
or do so and so. There will be an audience. There will be an audience. There are 1,000 brands. There will forever be 1,000 brands. But we need to remember that clothing is a house. It's a house that you never leave. It's meant to shelter your body. And if we can now focus on allowing you to customize that house as much as you want to, I believe that we have a market that will forever be there. It will forever be there, irrespective of who creates a brand. And with the amount of people creating brands, we are still very excited to see new brands. I never feel like the circle is getting smaller or we're getting crowded. It's always great to see perspectives.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's too much money to be made from it. There's too much money to be made for me to gatekeep, too much money for me to be telling people that this clothing brand is not a good idea or so and so. For instance, if we look at brands like the South African shoe brands, there's only
Okay.
one South African shoe brand or South African brand that's made a good shoe that I can agree with my personal style.
Okay.
And that would be Grade. Grade released this new shoe that is like very sick.
Isn't
With the other shoes
Grade
that we
Africa?
know, yeah, Grade Africa, yeah.
Oh,
you
I
know,
love
you
that
saw clean.
clean
Yeah,
brand, that one,
See?
like-
Because you wear seasons, so you get it. But yeah, nonetheless, no, you get it. He feels it. Pause.
I feel it, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
pause.
But it gets to a thing that as much as I don't agree with certain brands,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have a right to exist because they have their market. We cannot expect ourselves to all buy from one brand. Zara can't style me and style another person that wants to dress like Oscar Mbo. You get me? So that's why I
Oscar
feel like
MBO.
when it comes to our marketing, we just try and put ourselves in spaces where we feel like we belong. Easy. We feel like this is a place where we share this space with our audience.
Okay.
So that is how we get to build ourselves. We really don't get to choose who your market is. It's who gravitates to your company, who feels like you're speaking to them. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I can go get a endorsement from Travis Scott. I can go get an endorsement from Drake or Kendrick. But if I don't make clothing that speaks to that market, they won't be attracted to my stuff. So it's about creating what I want to create, see who pulls through to support it, and then we take it further. Because if someone pulls through from what I created, I know that we're on the same level.
And
I
everybody
don't have
has a
to,
market.
I don't have to second guess what you want. Because now imagine if I'm stealing a market. For instance, I get the chance to steal Galax Boy's market. What do I design after that?
Yo, that is so factual.
I don't know what they like.
Facts.
That is so
Facts.
factual.
So
Because now you'll be going out of your comfort zone trying to replicate
Exact.
something that you don't even have a blueprint of.
you get me.
So be bootlegging.
Exactly. You're bootlegging, you're confused because you're like, Ish, I don't really mess with this design.
You're getting
asking
lost
other
in the
people what they
sauce.
think. You see?
Nah, I hear you.
That's
I
what,
hear you.
happens. That's what happens. But that's how we work around our marketing. We just try and make it as authentic as possible, collaborate with people that want to collaborate with us. We focus on the people that are supporting. We don't focus on people that are outside. We
Yeah.
focus on the people that are already here. So if you're already here, that's why our motto is it all comes full circle.
That's your motto. All comes
Yeah,
full
It
circle.
all comes full circle.
Bro, what's our motto?
I don't know. Do we have one?
Damn.
It's coming.
Nah, come.
We've talked
I hope
about
that's
it
not the
before.
motto, but yeah.
We've talked about it before, but then we never actually stuck on it.
We'll talk about it on the next episode.
Yeah.
Wait, with,
Aye, surely.
yo, with that being said, right? What have you done or lied about to get ahead in season's feelings? Like there has to be a time when you actually had to sell a story to some producers or to some factory to
To
get
be like,
ahead.
Lalela, me, I'm here.
It's business. at the end.
And I was just like, you know.
Yo, I don't think there's anything I could think of at the moment. I might exaggerate certain things, but not to like outright lie. And because here's another thing, bro. I'm very careful about that. I always try and think a few steps ahead. So if I lie, I'm already thinking about how I'm gonna get caught in that lie.
Okay.
And if I feel like there's no way I can avoid getting caught in the lie, just stay out of it.
I swear to
Okay.
God.
Nah, just stay out of it.
I swear to God. We exaggerate shit. Like me and him.
Whoa!
We
I get it, bro.
exaggerate shit, bro.
I get it. They
And-
say
and
I don't think it's exaggerating more than it's selling.
yeah, we sell it, bro.
Mhm.
Like we really know how to sell it.
nah, man.
And it's funny because whenever we sell something, we panic about it. Like, yo, bro, like, okay, this is what we this is what we promised, bro.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
are we on that? What are we doing on that?
Nah,
And then eventually we are able
We
to
delivered.
deliver. And then we'd be shocked, like, yo, we
Damn.
did that.
Damn.
We
that's
did
what
that.
it is. That's
Yeah,
what it
well,
is.
we
That's
did
what it
that.
is.
Yeah, well. So like, here's my other question there. To as a designer, yeah, well, as a designer now that's out here doing his own thing, and what would you say to someone who's out there like who's a very, very good designer, yeah, well, but then they're second guessing themselves because of like they don't know like where like what type of market they're looking at, and they're kind of doubting their type of like they designs, yeah, well. So what would you say to that type of person who's like second guessing every move they make, or like second guessing every design they make, even though it's like something that's flawless, it's actually pretty good.
Okay. Let me look at that person. Let me actually look at them. See you, designer, person in the scenario. Get started. That's all it is. Get started. Take the first step. You'll work everything out after that. If you struggle to work things out, maybe the industry is not for you. But if you continue to try, make sure that you're better than you were yesterday, that's all you need to do. There's no time frame. There is no standard that you need to meet for you to be worthy of an opportunity. You just go ahead. That's the only thing. Because now the worst thing you'd want to do is to be a designer in your world only. But in reality, we can't see your work. Because now that makes you uncredible. So you just go ahead, make those samples, style people, wear your own stuff. Stop drawing. Stop having things on paper. That's not going to help you. Like, do the things that you're very scared to do. And just remember, at the end of the day, it's material. It's not going to cry. It's not going to complain. If you cut it the wrong way, start again. And I feel like this goes for every creative. Just start, bro. We're tired of hearing ideas. We hear so many ideas. And it's easy to talk. So just do it. Just do it. Let's see. And we'll support.
So,
simple as
so
that.
bro is basically saying, make it happen.
Make
You'll
it happen.
make it
One
exist. You'll make it look perfect later.
Yeah, one way or
Exactly.
another start, because we know very well what it means to stop.
I can tell you.
Bro,
I can tell you.
Starting.
starting.
There's a lot of time.
You kind of get a sense of doubt where you're like, yes, but what if people don't like it? What
And
if
it's
people
embarrassing,
don't, like, what
bro.
if people don't fuck with it? You know, what if people think I'm awkward or weird for doing something like this?
Like,
And then you be like, damn. So, and then I really had to think to myself, Nobana, okay, here I'm starting something very different, and this is where I'm actually being able to be in my element. Yeah, being able to speak how I want to speak freely. Yeah, but without being like, how do I put it, like, covered, like, isn't when it's teta you be covered up.
being
yeah,
filtered,
yeah,
being
but being
judged.
filtered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so in this instant, when I started this thing, I really got like weird looks and like not weird looks, yeah, but like really like
Oh,
yeah,
boni.
so states, yeah, but based on like it's based on the things that the thing that I, like, for example, my podcast, the things I do, my music, the way I dress, yeah, boy,
Yeah.
what I do with my hair, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Because out of all of my niggas, especially my niggas in the hood, yeah, boy, I'm the only one who's ever had the guts to do cornrows, yeah, boy. And then
And
they
it's
look,
the smallest thing.
yeah,
dog.
it's the smallest thing. They were like, yeah, I'm like, yo, it's hair.
It's as simple as that, though.
It's
It's as simple
I
as
fuck
that,
with it
bro.
and it fucks with me.
Exactly.
It's hair.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. So that's what I mean, man. Like, get started, bro. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people do. You will find your people, and your people will back you with it. Yeah, bro.
And
Your
it will be embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
When it starts, just
Yeah.
like do it till it stops being embarrassing, until you're comfortable in what you're doing. Because
Facts.
I don't want to lie, bro. Like the first couple of GLC episodes, I was like tense, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't
You were.
talking the way I wanted to
You
talk.
were. At some point, I wanted to. At some point, I would have loved like to get him. To get him spaced out, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But then again, because I'm like, bro, he's really stiff, bro. He's like, he's really like, he's thinking about the things he's thinking about what he's going to say next instead of letting the conversation flow.
Yeah.
Bro.
man.
So it was really a matter of, man, yeah, at first, okay, is a little bit shaky at first, but then as you gradually do it,
It's
now
gonna-
it's gonna expand, it's gonna grow.
It's
You're
gonna
feel
tibana, dog.
You're gonna feel comfortable doing it, and it's also gonna feel comfortable to you too. Yeah, bro. So I mean, keep on pushing, man. Keep on pushing.
Wait, I would call this one final question, right? For man's over here.
Yeah.
So season's feeling this year, right? It's like 2025. We're still like early in 2025. What do you have lined up for us this year?
Yo.
Yo, good question, bro. Good question. You got that reaction, but
Yo.
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 That reaction.
Because we can't move and it's
Yo.
something else. Whereas man didn't even tell us
Didn't even
what he has for
What he
us.
has,
There's
what
a
he
lot.
has for us
From
in store.
Oh, there's
like
a
I don't
lot.
just want to know about
There's a
clothing. I
lot.
want to know from fashion shows,
There's a
from
lot.
clothing
You see
to
what we did with the fashion
events.
show last year? That's not. There's
Wait, let's talk
nothing.
about that one
That's
last year.
nothing,
How was
nothing,
that?
nothing. Yo, shout out
Oh, the one I
to
was
everyone
there.
that pulled
The
through.
one we met at.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I was there. I was there.
Wow, nice.
To everyone that pulled through, shout out. That was our first event ever.
Yeah?
First event we ever hosted. Myself and my partner, Aya. That's
Yeah.
my girlfriend. That's the first event we ever hosted, and the show up was
told you.
insane.
I told you. I told you
show
this
up
nigga's
was
working with
insane.
this girl.
Wait, sorry. Now you just added one more question.
But finish up. But finish up.
but
Finish
up
up,
this
and
one
then we're
first.
gonna come back to that one you
That's
have.
it. But yeah, that event was a blessing. That was one of the things that really cemented what we were doing.
Okay.
That's the same thing that I say that sometimes you doubt what you're doing, and then in that period of doubt, people come through, and they hold you up. They literally show you that nah, dog, you've done everything so far. Let us do it now. That's why, as the audience, we also have a responsibility to support. Understand? As much as I'm a creator, I'm an audience to something else, and if I don't support what I like, I have no right to complain about it not existing. I can't say PE doesn't have events, PE doesn't have fashion scenes, but you're not going there. You're the reason it doesn't have it. You're not supporting. So what our people in PE did for us is that they pulled up, though. The event was supposed to end at 5. We had to ask people to leave. We set down everything. People were still chilling, simply because they like the vibe that we've now created. The clothing stores were gone. The fashion show had ended. Music was
We were
done.
still there.
But people were still there simply because they are there. You've created this, and we will respond accordingly.
I'm not missing this one this year.
You understand? Bro, it's
I'm
going to be
there.
big.
I'm at every.
Oh.
Okay, let me put it like this. I will try my best to be at every single show season and feelings have this year.
I know it's just gonna be an annual thing. It's gonna be an annual thing. Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna be an
yeah,
annual
okay.
thing. But this year we're trying to make it more interactive.
Okay.
We're trying to make it more interactive. So if
Please
anyone
elaborate
is
on that.
if anyone is out there to help, what we want to do is we'd love to have a lot of jeans there. You
Okay.
get hosted somewhere like the gallery, not even the gallery. Let's host it at Black Box.
Okay.
Have a workshop where people can customize their jeans.
Okay.
So we'll have different people that are there to help you with your printing. You'll have your KG that's there to help you with your alterations. If you want to make the pants smaller, you want to add a zip, you want to make them bigger, you want to add different panels or different colors or elements to the jean. But the reason that we want to do this is because we want to not only force you to support, but we want to force people to engage in different hobbies. Learn how to do things for yourselves.
Surely.
This is how you start finding out that, okay, maybe I could do this business. Maybe I could do a business of being a tailor. Maybe I could do a business of graphic designing. So we'll have your dudes that are there to draw an image you want drawn on your jorts. But at the end of the day, everyone should leave with a pair of denim that speaks to them. So we're not sure how we're going to work around that. Maybe it'll be like a ticket base where you buy a ticket and that ticket comes with a pair of jorts.
Okay.
And then you get to go crazy on those jorts.
Okay.
But then at the same time, we're going to have other brands like BPM are going to be there. We're going to continue to have stalls where people can interact with other brands and
Other brands,
creatives.
yeah.
Have people like yourselves there, interviewing people, documenting the whole thing. But at the end of the day, it needs to be what we did last year, but bigger, better, more people, more brands, and more interaction. That's what it is. We don't want it to be a fashion show. It needs to be a seasons event.
Okay.
That's what it
Okay.
needs to be. It needs to be a seasons event for the entire seasons community. Whether you are a podcaster, you're an artist, you can be there to perform. You are a drawer, you can be there to offer your services. Draw for people on their jeans. Charge them 50 Rand an image. You understand? That's what we want to do for the seasons event this year. But we want to also host it on the 11th of November because that's the anniversary for the brand. So you'll see the number 11 in a lot of things that we do. Because not only is that our anniversary for myself and my girlfriend, the co-founder, but it's also just, you understand, it just all comes full circle. You get it. Just all comes full circle. So
Ask
just
your
trust.
question.
Trust in the vision.
Ask your question.
It's going to come.
Starters,
Ask
bro,
your
right?
question.
Starters, right?
Ask your question, bro. Because I can see it lingering in your.
No,
it's
man.
lingering on your tongue, but.
No, man,
It's like boozer.
Before we even go on that question, right? He said he has a lot of events lined up this year. I still want to hear about those. Aside from the fashion show, that you, not the fashion show,
No,
but like that
the
big
event,
event,
That
right?
event you're gonna do on the 11th
What
of November.
like are there any nearby events that are actually gonna happen? Like, let's speak 3 months from now.
So 3
Like,
months from now,
starting today.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
3 months from now, Seasons will not be hosting anything of their own. Not as far as we know. Understand? We're
Okay.
not in there. We're not thinking that far yet. We will continue, though, being at a lot of events. So we want to be at your freshers, events, any event that people are hosting. We still want to be there because it's very important for us to be outside. And so that people can see our clothing in person and not only on social media. Because when they
Okay.
see them in person, they can actually see that, this cap is good quality. I won't get scammed or anything along those lines. And we can also just build better relations with our customers when we meet in person. But the events we're going to be going to in March, we're going to be at 37 Reasons happening at the Honeycomb Farm. What else do we have lined up? We're at Campus Key this weekend, but I don't think the podcast will be out by then. But we need to host something for 420. So, maybe we'll hook up something with P-Easy and Gentlike Room again.
Okay.
And yeah, probably host something for 420.
I mean, I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
That's what we're doing. But yeah, we've heard the cries. We've heard the cries. People want events. So as we say, if the audience tells us what you want, we will bring it. If you want a games night, we'll bring a games night. If you want a different club scene or different music, let us know. We just need to know if the audience is there and we're doing it. You understand?
Facts.
We don't want to listen to piano the whole time.
Oh my God,
We'd
bro.
love.
We don't want to listen to Sister Bettina.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You know what? I actually put that on my TikTok. I was like, yo, Sister
dog.
Bettina is dead, bro.
It's a flat song,
That
bro.
song needs to sleep. And then
Dog.
one of our mates, Pile, he commented like, Sister Bettina is an anthem. I was like, we need a new anthem. We need a new anthem. That song is so annoying, bro. You'll be in the middle of groove, bro, or before groove ends, like before they close the club. All you hear, Sister Bettina. Yo,
Come on,
and then
whoa.
I'm like, whoa,
on,
take
whoa.
me home.
Where's the
Take
Uber?
me home now. Take me
So
home now.
whoever you are out there that DJs and plays other music, whether it is alternative,
Yeah.
hip hop, trap, the audience is here.
Yo, by the
Even
way.
Afro House,
The audience is here.
even
Yeah.
Afro House, like Black Coffee and stuff.
Like
Euphonic.
DJ, like your DJ Goths, bro. Check him out on
Like
IG.
DJ Goths. Check him out on
YouTube.
IG and
And
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, bro.
DJ Goth SA.
I'm
DJ
not sure
Goth
if
SA.
I'm not sure if you've heard the mixes, bro. But the mixes are mixing, bro. They're doing something.
He said. I
You-
remember he sent me one on Instagram.
No?
One. It was a gospel one though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he sent me one of those. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
No.
Yeah, I don't listen to like gospel, like abroad gospel, but like I listen to like
The mix.
I listen. No, the thing is with gospel, now I can't resonate much with gospel from America or other places as well. Yeah, but I resonate with abo umbedesho, for example. Yeah, but like. So guys, before we close it off for today, before we close this episode off, I want to give a special shout out to P-Easy for giving us this space, for allowing us to do our thing. Also, I want to give a big shout out to KG and Season and Feelings, A big shout out to them. Big shout out to those two brands. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you, brother, for coming through and coming
Big time, bro. Big time.
working with us.
It's a blessing.
We should do this again, man. We should do this again sometime.
Most definitely.
Definitely.